Good morning, students. We are now in Module 2 in Organizational Management entitled Functions of Management. For our learning objectives for today, at the end of the lesson episode, you are expected to explain the functions of management, and b. enumerate the 5 major functions of management. Before we proceed into our lesson, let's proceed to pretest first. Directions: read the sentence carefully and encircle the letter of the best answer. Number 1. It is the function of management that involves developing an organizational structure and allocating human resources to ensure the accomplishment of objectives. Planning, B. Leading, C. Organizing, D. Controlling. Number 2. It is considered to be the central function of management. A. Planning, B. Leading, C. Organizing, D. Controlling. Number 3. This is where the execution of the plan happens. Planning, B. Leading, C. Organizing, D. Controlling. Number 4. It ensures that necessary human resources are available to execute plans and achieve the organizational goals. A. Staffing, B. Leading, C. Organizing, D. Controlling. Number 5. It is the process of motivating and influencing people for the common goal of the organization and achieve organizational objectives for the common good of both organizations and its members. A. Staffing, B. Leading, C. Organizing, D. Controlling. Answer for the pretest: number 1. D. Controlling. Number 2. A. Planning. Number 3. C. Organizing. Number 4. A. Staffing. Number 5. Is B. Leading. In our previous lesson, we have discussed management, and it was considered as a process. It consists of a sequential and logical series of steps with the view of achieving organizational goals and objectives. Now, our next lesson is the functions of management, which is very important to know, especially the ABM students. Before we start our next lesson, can you identify what is the function of the following tools? Before we start our next lesson, can you identify what is the function of the following tools? Management analysis is done by breaking it down into 5 major managerial duties, thus, making managerial knowledge more understandable. Management functions include the following: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. What is planning? Planning is considered to be the central function of management. It involves setting goals and objectives and identifying ways to achieve them. In every organization undertakings and even in our everyday lives, planning is important. When we plan, we specify what we want to achieve and decide in advance the appropriate actions to take to accomplish them. What is organizing? Organizing is the function of management that involves developing an organizational structure and allocating human resources to ensure the accomplishment of objectives. It is the process of assigning and arranging tasks, allocating and dividing resources, and coordinating and consolidating work activities to carry out organizational plans and achieve organizational goals. This is where the execution of the plan happens. Another definitions of organizing is: it involves assigning activities to subordinates, dividing the work into specific jobs and tasks, and specifying who has the authority to accomplish certain tasks and who has the responsibility to carry them out. Let's define what is staffing. Staffing is the process of hiring eligible candidates in the organization or company for specific positions. In management, the meaning of staffing is an operation of recruiting the employees by evaluating their skills, knowledge, and then offering them specific job roles accordingly. Another meaning is, staffing indicates filling in the different job positions in the organization's structure. The factors that influence this function include the size of the organization, types of jobs, number of individuals to be recruited, and some internal or external pressures. According to Theo Heyman, staffing pertains to recruitment, selection, development, and compensation of subordinates. Definition of leading is: leading refers to the process of motivating and influencing others to work for the common goal of the organization and achieve organizational objectives for the mutual benefit of both the organization and its members. Another meaning is, leading focuses on managing people, such as individual employees, teams, and groups rather than tasks. Though managers may direct team members by giving orders and directing to their team, managers who are successful leaders usually connect with their employees by using interpersonal skills to encourage, inspire, and motivate team members to perform to the best of their abilities. What is controlling? It implies measurement of accomplishment against the standards and correction of deviation if any to ensure achievement of organizational goals. According to Kuntz and O'Donnell, controlling is the measurement and correction of performance activities of subordinates to make sure that the enterprise objectives and plans desired to obtain them is being accomplished. Therefore, controlling has the following steps. 1. Establishment of standard performance. 2. Measurement of actual performance. 3. Comparison of actual performance with the standards and finding out deviation if any. 4. Corrective action. In other words, controlling is considered as the feedback mechanism of the management process. Through controlling, the managers investigate significant differences between the actual and desired results and determine whether any corrective action is necessary. We're done discussing the lesson. Let's proceed to our activities. Directions: research 2 organizations, one public and one private. Then describe how they are structured or designed. Share it to the class. Let's wrap up by answering the following questions. 1. Enumerate the 5 major functions of management. 2. Give the importance of each function in the organization. Point of reflection. Based on our lesson, there are 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, leading, staffing, and controlling. 1. Which among these 5 functions do you use in your daily lives? How? For our post-test directions, identify the given statements. Write your answer on the space provided. Use the following codes for your answers: P, planning O, organizing S, staffing L, leading C, controlling asterisk. 1. Job requirements analysis. 2. Providing feedback mechanism. 3. Assigning specific tasks to workers. 4. Allocation of financial and non-financial resources. 5. Motivating employees to work. 6. Drafting a vision and mission statement. 7. Central functions of management. 8. Providing corrective actions. 9. Delegation of authority and responsibility. 10. Interview prospective applicants. Answer for post-test 1, S2, C3, O4, C5, L6, P7, P8, C9, O10, S. This is the references for our lesson for today. Thank you and see you for next meeting.